like, dang, maybe we'll consider it if we have another boy. I don't want to say trendy because I don't hear it a lot, but it's like on trend. Oh my gosh, isn't that so cute? Sometimes you're like, oh, I can't use that name because that person was really mean to me in first grade. However, I'll give you a little hint on the name that we are using for our baby, and it is... Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I just got Brett's getting 2 of the girls to sleep. I just got 2 of the girls to sleep, and so I'm gonna talk kind of quiet. This is so funny. Look at that hairy growth. Today I'm excited to be doing a baby name video. I haven't done a baby boy names video before because I have 4 girls. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. We have 4 girls ages, oh yeah, you can see their pictures back here, but oldest is 6, youngest is 1. And we're having our first boy. And so I've only done girl names. I don't know if I've done boy names before. Maybe I have with the girl ones. I don't think that I have though. So this is exciting. This is purely just boy names. 10 boy names that we love but won't be using this time around, or really any time around. I don't think that we'll use any of these just because of one reason or another. So if you're new here, please subscribe and become a part of our family on YouTube. I'm really excited about giving birth to this baby. So we're gonna have a birth video again, just like my other ones. I don't have my birth video up for May, but I have it filmed. I just need to like edit it and stuff, get the computer fixed that it's on, and then edit the video for that. But I'm really excited to, it's crazy. Like it took me a little while to like let it sink in, like that we're actually having a boy. But now I'm just really thrilled, and it's gonna be just a whole different adventure. We've already had 4 kids, but now it's gonna be a boy. So it's totally different. Okay, let's get started with the baby boy names we love but will not be using. Let's get started with the first name, which is Milo. Oh my gosh, isn't that so cute? Okay, so this is what I think of when I think of Milo. Milo, I don't know how to say his last name, but the guy that plays Jack on This Is Us, he's such a charming character in the movie. I love his character in the movie. And so I think the name is just really sweet too, with that, like, you know, you have a positive outlook on a name of a person. Sometimes you're like, oh, I can't use that name because that person was really mean to me in first grade or whatever, you know? And so this name, I'm just like, it's just so cute. Maybe we'll use it one day. I don't know. I think it was Brett that mostly didn't like this one as much. It didn't seem as like manly of a name to him, but I actually like really love it. I think that it's really cute, and you don't really hear that for a girl. You hear Miley for a girl, Marlo. I think that's what it was, that it sounds like Marlo, which is a girl name. My husband is very like, okay, like he really likes names that are meant for each, you know, like this is definitely like a cutesy girly name. This is definitely like a boy name. And I'm good with that too. We, like all of our girls' names, we have May, Greta, Ren, and Lottie. Ren is one of those names that people do use for a boy sometimes. But they're very like, you can tell that these are our girls. And so with a boy, he wanted something like that as well. Not for a girl, for a boy, obviously. And so with the name Milo, he didn't love it. That's the reason why we're not using it. However, I think it's adorable and it's so cute. It's not super common, so you won't hear it everywhere, but people know how to say it, which is really nice. The next name I've actually used on a girl name list, which is funny because I just said that like Brett really likes like really feminine or really masculine names. But this name is Blythe. If you've seen Anne of Green Gables, you know that Gilbert Blythe is her like enemy, and then they fall in love and they get married and they have a family. And so I think that name is really sweet. I think it's a beautiful name. We didn't use it this time because just didn't work out. Brett, I think it's mostly, it's not, and I'm not trying to blame Brett on all these, because really I also was like, it's not the name though. This name I think is adorable. You won't hear it often. It's kind of a little bit more different than a lot of people I feel like would go for, but I think it's beautifully written. Such a handsome, and it can be a very masculine name, but it could also be used for a girl. Yeah, what do you think of the name Blythe? The next name has had a special place in my heart for a long time, and it's Rhett, R-H-E-T-T. My husband's name is Brett, so we can't use Rhett. However, I'll give you a little hint on the name that we are using for our baby, and it is similar to the name Rhett, but doesn't have exactly the same sound. There's a little hint. Anyways, love this name. I think it's been getting a lot more popular. Jet and Rhett. Not really, Brett hasn't really made a comeback, I feel like, but Rhett and Jet have. But I think it's a really cute, I love simple names. I love like one syllable names as well. So this is a really good option if you're looking for a one syllable name that is a little bit different, not as common as like, you know, Matthew, Jacob, Caleb, you know. The next name is similar. It's a one syllable name that actually starts with an R, which is Ridge. I have never met anyone named Ridge. I just think it's a cool masculine name for a little boy. It could be a really cute little boy name and he can grow into it. We didn't use this just because it didn't feel right. There wasn't really any other reason. But Ridge, I think it's really cool. Everyone would know how to say it. And it's a cool, it's like a edgy name kind of, you know, like, you know, being on a ridge. So what do you think of the name Ridge? Is it one you've heard often? I've never met anyone named that. So, but I don't think it's weird like, oh, your name, that's your name. I think that would be a really cool name for somebody, for a little boy. The fifth name is Van. My husband didn't love this name. I think it's cool though. I think it's a cool name, Van. Everyone obviously knows how to say it, but there was one guy that my sister went to school with, like, you know, like 15, 20 years ago named Van. But other than that, I haven't really heard of anyone being named that. I think it's super cool, super, I don't want to say trendy because I don't hear it a lot, but it's like on trend. Do you know what I mean? It's one syllable, really like clean, but also unique. I love unique names. I'm not super far off, you know, like super unique names are cool for other people, but me and my husband aren't really there. But I don't think this is too unique. I think this is really cool. Everyone would know it. And a cute little boy could grow into the name. I don't know. I just really like the name Van. The next name is different. The next name is one that I have never heard of anyone being, actually, you know what? I think on social media, I saw somebody named their son this. And it's super different. And that's why we didn't use it. But the name is Fox. That's a cool name, right? Isn't that a cool name? I know it's different. I feel like it has to really be like your taste in order to like accept that that's, you know, to use that for your own child. But I feel like it's a cool, like, this is probably the most unique name. Yeah, the most unique name on my list by far is Fox. Do you like it? Do you think it's too far? Do you think it's kind of weird? I don't know. We were on edge with the name, you know, like just like, okay, yeah, it's cool, but probably not for us. What do you think of it? What do you think of the name Fox? The next name is pretty like used or known, and it's Cohen. Owen was really popular when I was a kid. But I feel like Cohen is like the new Owen. And it's a cool name. I think it's a little bit too used for my liking, but I think it's really, I like how it's spelled. I like that there's a silent H in it. And I love that it's two syllables and that it is unique, and it's still unique even though it's getting used, becoming more trendy. So that was on our list that we decided not to go with, but it's a cool name, right? The next name can be used for either a boy or a girl. I think it's more often used for a boy, and the name is Quinn. I think that Quinn is a cool name. I love that, like, there's not very many Q names, at least like in English for boys, I feel like. There's Quinn, Quentin, Quentin. Can you think of any other Q names? Quaid. I can't think of any other ones. Let me know down below because that's kind of an interesting thing. That's really funny. There's not very many Q names for boys. However, I think the name Quinn is cute. Like, I would call it like a cute boy's name. I've heard of a couple people being named Quinn, but like this generation, I feel like I haven't heard of babies being named that. So that would be an interesting, unique name to use for a baby. We decided against it, but it's a cool name. I actually think like a really cute little man named Quinn. Oh my gosh, that's cute. That is really cute. I'm like, dang, maybe we'll consider it if we have another boy. The ninth name is Elliot. Elliot also can be used for a girl. There's a lot of boy names that can be used for girls. I know my sister had considered this for her daughter, but her husband wasn't on board with it. But Elliot is so cute. Like a little girl, yeah, that would be really cute for as well. But thinking about boys right now, gosh, Elliot, like I just think of a cute little chubby boy named Elliot. And then growing into it, it can be like a really classy, it almost like gives me like British vibes of a name. What do you think of Elliot? Is it off trend? It might be off trend, or is it coming back? I don't really know if it's coming back because I haven't heard of anyone naming their child that. There's names like, you know, for girls like Ellison and Elle and Ellie, and like Elliot for a girl. But for boys, I feel like there's Elliot is a very unique name that doesn't have a lot of similar names tied to it. The last name I'm not combining two names, but I'm putting two in here because we like both of them. The names are Bram and Graham. You see now why I'm combining them. So spelled differently. Bram, I think, is a cool name. Very different. I haven't heard of anyone named that. I think it's really cool. And then Graham, I think, is just a very handsome masculine name. My husband's sister's dog is named Graham, so we couldn't do that. But we obviously, it's a cute name. These are both really cute. Graham is a little bit more common than Bram. Actually, a lot more common. I don't know anyone named Bram. It almost, saying it, I'm like, okay, it almost is a little bit forced. I think Bram is a little bit forced. But between the two, I feel like we would have gone with Graham over Bram. But our dog nephew is named Graham, so we couldn't do that. Which one do you like better? Do you like Bram? Do you like Graham? Is Bram kind of weird? I think it's cool. I haven't ever heard of anyone being named that, so that has its pros and cons, but it's, phonetically, you can easily pronounce it. It's not like people are going to start calling him something weird. I think most of these names, actually, all of these names that I've talked about are really easy to pronounce, which I like, but also most of them are really unique, which is totally our style. Can you guess what our baby's name is by the style of these? I think that you might be able to, because they all have a similar style. It was really hard for us to come up with a name for this baby. But Brett had a huge say, I think he said the name to me. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I've heard of some influencers using that name for their baby. I don't know anyone personally that has used this name. And then I kind of had a bigger say in the middle name, and it's really exciting. So you should take a guess in the comments if you'd like to. If you know it, don't put it in the comments, as in my family. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. These are fun videos for me to do. If you like this video, please like it, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in another video. Thanks, bye.